What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Zach here, and today we're going to talk about my three favorite EV stocks. EV, short for electric vehicle stocks. First off, I just am very bullish on EVs in general. I do believe in the next 10 plus years, we're going to be going a lot more in that direction. Okay, so I'm going to give you my favorite three. Now, I am invested in some other stocks closely tied to EV companies, and I'll probably mention those at some other point down the line. Some of those being ChargePoint and Plug Power, the charging stations. Ideanomics is another one. There's so many good ones out there, but I wanted this video to be about my favorite, the top three that I have most of my money invested in. And we're going to start with the big player in the game, and that's Tesla. Okay, before we get into these three EV companies, though, just as a reminder, this is not, I'm not a financial advisor. This is only for entertainment purposes only. So just take everything you hear here with a grain of salt, do your own research. You know the drill, right? All right, so let's get into it. Tesla. So this is dating back, what is it, December 2020. So you could see the growth. I mean, it's been catastrophic in 2021. What Tesla has done. Now, I'll be straight up front with you. I wish I could say that I was in Tesla way back in here, but I wasn't. And it wasn't because I didn't believe in Tesla. It's just because I didn't understand Tesla as much as I do now. And most people would say, Tesla is the leader in the EV space, and that would be correct. However, what most people won't say about Tesla, especially people who are bearish on Tesla or people who don't invest in Tesla, they'll say that it's only, an EV company, and other competitors are quickly going to come to the marketplace and dominate the space, right? The likes of Ford, Fisker, which is another one I'm invested in out of Germany. Maybe even some of the competitors here, NIO and CCIV, and all these players, right? Every big car company is going to eventually go electric, and they'll leave Tesla in dust because they have this brand loyalty and brand name. And I get that argument. I don't necessarily fully agree with it because I do believe Tesla was first to the space. They have the most data. They have the most sophisticated ideas for the future in terms of charging solutions, batteries. The list goes on. But Tesla is more than an EV company. Right? Tesla is an AI company. They're an artificial intelligence company. They are a solar energy company. They're a big data company. Okay, so how I see Tesla is much more broad than just an EV company. Now, in terms of them in the EV space, I do see them as still the dominant player. They are growing rapidly. They've got obviously places where they're manufacturing here in the United States. They're also manufacturing in China and in Europe. You go look around Europe and some of the charging stations they're already working on or that are already complete. I believe in Elon Musk, and I know he's created a lot of turmoil, a lot of perhaps FUD around the crypto space as of late. But when it comes to Tesla, I think he's fantastic at what he does, and he always has a vision for the future. Now, there are some very bullish price predictions on Tesla for the future. A lot of people are in the range of like $1,500 in the next year or two. We could see that kind of growth, and I hope we do because, I am invested in Tesla. So right now we sit at 603. I think, in my opinion, anytime you can get Tesla at this point under 600, I think it's a great buy. So we go back here. We saw it all the way down to when did it hit? 563 here back in March. A lot of people bought in. Look, it bounced off that. Then it got close to breaking that 600 mark here. 618, 611, boom, bounced off that. Got back into the 500s again here, okay? It bounced off that. Got back into the 500s again here just 5 days ago. It's bounced off that back over 600. So you can start to see, I'm not the only person that believes Tesla under 600 is a good buy. Now, I obviously am holding this for the long term. I do think it's a major player. And, down the road, we'll have some more in-depth videos on Tesla and some of the specifics and why they're such a big name and my favorite in the space. And again, I'm not saying anything breaking news here, just giving you my perspective, just giving you my twist on Tesla. So the second one I want to talk about is NIO. Similar chart patterns here for NIO too. So this is a similar growth that we saw in 2020, just massive growth. Now, I did get into NIO at a much better price. I got in the 30s where most of my shares are. And it wasn't at this spot right here. It wasn't at this 35 spot. It was actually over here, okay? Come back into March where they dipped down, I bought in there. I bought in back, not in March again, but in April when they dipped back down, I added more shares. I truly believe that NIO is the #1 competitor to Tesla. They are backed by the Chinese government. Of course, China has 3 main EV players right now. They've got NIO, Li Auto, LI, and XPeng, okay? All 3 are probably going to do well in the long term, in my opinion. Now, NIO, why do I like it more so than the others? Well, they're the highest market cap of the 3, #1. #2, the Chinese government has already come out and said that they want to back NIO as the big player, right? So I do think we'll see massive growth in the next 10 years when it comes to NIO. And I'm hoping that happens because I have just as much money in NIO as I do Tesla right now. So I'm about 50-50 split between these two. Okay. And some of their cars, I mean, quite frankly, they look pretty sweet. So just check out their website. They've got a lot of things going. As a whole, the EV space has kind of been down in the dumps lately because of, some supply chain issues. One of the major issues was the chip shortage. Those things seem to be coming back very quickly here. So if we take a look here, March 13th, which was less than a month ago, we got all the way down to $31 here. I did not buy this dip. I wish I had, because that's the lowest it's been since, well, we got to go all the way back to 2020. Okay. I do not think we're going to see this kind of dip again this year. I don't think so. Now, I could be wrong. I don't have a crystal ball. But look how hard we came off that 31 number. We are now sitting at 43.60. This thing has just had some massive run up over the past month or so. It's gained just tremendously. And you can see that right here, this V-shaped recovery it's made this month and then into June. So love NIO for the long term. I'm in it for the long term. I have some positions on Robinhood, which I think I shared on the live stream earlier today. Those ones are around like $49. So I got in a little bit higher there. So somewhere up in here, up in this range, kind of got in on the way up, maybe on the way down right here. Can't remember exactly, but it was in January where I got in on those. Now, I'm okay with that too. I'm going to hold those. And I might add to those positions to lower that average cost down. But I do think, we look at 10 years down the road, I think we could be looking at, a $300 price target for NIO. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibilities. And if not, maybe more. And maybe it doesn't even take 10 years for us to get there. Maybe 5. I think it has that kind of growth potential here in the future. Now, the last one I want to take a look at, this is a company out of the US, Cciv, very new company. You can see they just got their IPO got going in early January. Or actually, no, their IPO was somewhere right in here in February. So this was leading up to the IPO. You saw this massive run up. So right here, February 11th, it was 31.50. Then boom, look at this massive growth. Okay. Got way up here, almost into the $60 range for Cciv. Now, I was in here, I'm in here at 2 different brokerages, one at like $19, the other at like 21. I wish I would have sold off because I didn't know this was going to happen, right? We could have got it right back down in here, okay? All the way down in here. Look at this. Got down to 18. Here's 17 something, 17. So here on May 13th, you want to talk about a sale. This was a fire sale here. And we've seen a nice recovery here from Cciv since then, all the way up to 26.67 here at close here as we speak on the video. So this is another one. Go take a look at their cars. They look super sweet. They are planning to start sales. They've got some pre-sales already. They're planning later this year, we should see cars rolling out to market. So we are very close to seeing that for Cciv, it being a very new company. I think there's still time to get in here. I still think this is a sale price for Cciv. Obviously, you saw the big surge here, sell off. That was, kind of buy the rumor, sell the news, if you will. A lot of hedge funds doing this kind of price action. But if you're holding this for the long term like I am, till at least 2025, maybe even 2030, I do think you could see some nice gains here. So Tesla, NEO, CCIV, my top 3 EV stocks to look at right now and perhaps add to your portfolio. So if you got some value out of this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. And appreciate you stopping by the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.